Hey Switch fans, welcome back to SwitchTop. Today we're checking out the absolute best new games that hit the Nintendo Switch in 2025. These games are fresh, fun, and definitely worth your time and money. I've played them all and picked my top 20 favorites that you should definitely try. Let's jump right in! Phantom Breaker Battlegrounds Ultimate brings super fun beat-em-up action with cute chibi anime characters that have awesome fighting moves. The story follows a group of fighters trapped in a mysterious tournament by a villain called Phantom, and they must battle through different parts of Tokyo to escape. What makes this game special is how it mixes old-school side-scrolling fighting with RPG elements. You level up your character, unlock new moves, and customize your fighting style. You can choose from 20 different characters, each with their own unique attacks and special moves. The controls are super easy to pick up, just a few buttons for attack, jump, and special moves, but you can pull off some really cool combos when you get good. The 4-player co-op mode lets you and your friends team up to beat tough bosses together, and there's also a versus mode when you want to fight against each other. Tales of Iron 2 Whiskers of Winter continues the adventure of rat warriors in a beautiful hand-drawn world that feels like you're playing inside a storybook. In this sequel, you play as a new rat hero who must save their kingdom from an invasion of evil frogs during a harsh winter. The game plays like a 2D action RPG, where timing your attacks, blocks, and dodges is super important. It's challenging, but feels amazing when you get good at it. You'll collect different weapons like swords, spears, and hammers that all feel different when you fight with them. The cooking system lets you make meals that give you helpful boosts during tough fights. As you explore the Snowy Rat Kingdom, you'll upgrade your armor, help villagers with their problems, and uncover secrets hidden in the beautifully detailed environments. Hello Kitty Island Adventure brings Sanrio's adorable characters to a colorful island where friendship and creativity are what it's all about. You create your own character and explore Big Adventures Island alongside Hello Kitty, Cinnamoroll, Kuromi, and other Sanrio friends. The game works like a relaxing life sim where you build and decorate your dream home, help island residents with their problems, and unlock new areas to explore. The crafting system lets you gather materials around the island to make cute furniture, clothes, and gifts for your new friends. The more gifts you give, the closer you become. There are tons of mini games like fishing, bug catching, and boat racing that keep things fun. Lunar Remastered Collection brings 2 classic RPGs from the 1990s, Lunar, Silver Star Story, and Lunar, Eternal Blue, to the Switch with beautiful updated graphics while keeping all the charm of the originals. These games tell epic stories about heroes with big dreams who end up saving their world from ancient evils. The battle system is turn-based, but with a twist. Position matters. Where your characters stand affects their attacks and who gets targeted by enemies. You'll lead a party of unique characters through colorful towns and dangerous dungeons, solving puzzles and finding treasure along the way. What made these games famous was their amazing storytelling with fully animated cutscenes and voice acting, which was super rare back in the 90s. Overdrive is a stylish, fast-paced sci-fi action-adventure game for Nintendo Switch that blends hoverboard traversal, combat, and exploration in a beautifully crafted alien world. You play as Bios, a mysterious protagonist searching for his lost friend Nose on the vibrant planet of Sabete. Armed with a customizable hoverboard and a keytar that doubles as a weapon and puzzle-solving tool, BIOS traverses 4 unique biomes filled with ruins, environmental puzzles, hidden secrets, and hostile creatures. The hoverboard mechanics allow for trick combos and smooth navigation, while the keytar unleashes powerful attacks and manipulates the environment in creative ways. With its cel-shaded visuals and punk-infused soundtrack, the game evokes the style of Jet Set Radio while embracing the freedom and scale of Breath of the Wild. Laika, Aged Through Blood, tells the emotional story of a mother coyote seeking revenge in a western world where animals ride motorcycles instead of horses. After her tribe is attacked and her pup kidnapped, Laika grabs her shotgun and hops on her bike for a journey across a harsh desert landscape. The gameplay is what developers call a Motorvania, like a Metroidvania game, but on a motorcycle. You'll pop wheelies to jump over obstacles, perform tricks to dodge bullets, and use your momentum to reach new areas. The combat feels awesome as you shoot from your bike while pulling off stunts, with a unique blood meter that builds up when you take risks and lets you perform powerful special moves. As you explore the hand-drawn world, you'll find upgrade parts for your bike that let you access previously blocked paths. The story tackles themes of motherhood and revenge without getting too complicated. Urban Myth Dissolution Center puts you in charge of a special agency that investigates weird happenings around a strange city. As a new agent, you'll get reports of monsters, ghosts, and other spooky stuff. Then go out to figure out if they're real or just stories. What makes this game super fun is how it mixes detective work with turn-based battles. You'll gather clues by talking to witnesses, taking pictures, and searching areas, then sometimes fight the actual monsters you find. Each urban legend you investigate has multiple possible endings depending on what evidence you discover and what choices you make. The battle system uses a deck of action cards that you collect throughout the game, letting you customize your fighting style. The city map changes at night when more dangerous creatures come out, adding tension to your investigations. Symphonia lets you save a magical world by playing music in this beautiful rhythm adventure game. You play as Melody, a young musician who discovers she can bring color and life back to a fading world by playing her magical instrument. The gameplay combines platforming with rhythm challenges. You'll jump and explore like in a regular platformer, but when you encounter faded areas or creatures, you play music by pressing buttons to the beat to restore them. As you progress, you'll learn new songs that give you different powers, like creating platforms, moving objects, or revealing hidden paths. The world has 6 distinct areas based on different musical styles, from orchestral forests to electronic city ruins, each with their own visual style and rhythm patterns. You'll meet musical spirit companions who join your journey and add new instruments to your songs, making them more powerful. Sugardew Island invites players into a heartwarming world where the goal is simple but magical. Restore harmony to a once thriving island disrupted by greed. You'll plant crops, raise adorable animals, and manage your own cozy farm shop, selling goods to the charming forest folk who call the island home. There are no ticking clocks or looming deadlines here, just peaceful farming, crafting, and questing at your own pace. As you complete tasks for the magical harmony tree, new areas open up, revealing even more surprises. You can customize your character and your farm, build friendships with the islanders, and maybe even find a little romance along the way. The gameplay focuses on relaxation and creativity, though some players might wish for deeper character interactions. Still, Sugardew Island delivers an irresistibly wholesome experience that's perfect for fans of games like Animal Crossing and Stardew Valley, offering a beautiful, low-pressure escape into nature and imagination. Gal Guardians. Servants of the Dark has an amazing blend of action, platforming, and gothic style. This game stars twin sisters Marissa and Madeline, who must fight through a demon-infested castle using different weapons and magical abilities. What makes this game so good is how it lets you instantly switch between the sisters. Marissa uses close-range attacks with her whip and can climb walls, while Madeline attacks from a distance with her crossbow and can double jump. The castle is huge with 6 themed areas, each ending with an epic boss fight against a demon lord. As you explore, you'll find new abilities like fire whips or freezing arrows that not only help in combat, but also unlock new paths through earlier areas. The upgrade system uses soul shards collected from defeated enemies to power up your weapons and magic. The story about the sisters' missing parents keeps you interested without too many cutscenes interrupting the action. Guilty Gear Strive finally brings one of the coolest fighting games to Switch, and it runs way better than anyone expected. The story is about superpowered fighters in a world where magic and technology mix together, with some characters trying to protect the world while others want to change it completely. What makes this game awesome is how flashy and exciting the fights are, even if you're new to fighting games. Each character feels totally different, from the main guy Soul, who uses fire punches, to the guitar-playing witch I Know, who attacks with sound waves. The game has a special auto combo system that lets beginners pull off cool moves by pressing one button multiple times, but there's still tons of depth for serious players. The tutorials are super helpful and actually teach you how to play instead of just showing button commands. Momodora. Moonlit Farewell is a beautiful 2D action game that feels like a mix between old-school Castlevania and modern platformers. You play as Momo, a priestess with a magical leaf that she uses as a weapon on a journey to save her homeland from an evil curse. The game is all about smooth combat where timing matters. You'll attack with your leaf, shoot arrows from a distance, and use perfectly timed dodges to avoid getting hit. When you dodge at just the right moment, time slows down and you can counterattack for big damage. As you explore the gorgeous pixel art world, you'll find new abilities like a double jump and a dash move that help you reach new areas and discover hidden secrets. The boss fights are a highlight. They're challenging but fair, with each boss having clear patterns you can learn. There's a cool bell system, where equipping different magical bells gives you special powers like healing when you attack or creating explosions when you dodge. All in Abyss. Judge the Fake is a super unique game that mixes card battles with detective work. You play as a judge in a world where people settle disputes through card games instead of court cases. The story follows your character as they uncover a conspiracy where someone is using fake cards to cheat and take over the city. The card game itself is easy to learn but hard to master. You play cards with different numbers and symbols, and you have to create chains of matching cards to perform powerful combo moves. What makes this game special is the detective parts between card battles. You'll gather evidence, question witnesses, and use deduction to figure out who's creating the fake cards. The game has an awesome judgment system where you have to decide who's telling the truth based on the evidence you found, and your choices change how the story unfolds.
Check. Check.
Rusty Rabbit is a super charming platformer about a robot rabbit trying to save his forest home from pollution. You play as Rusty, an old robot rabbit who wakes up after many years to find his forest being taken over by an evil factory. The gameplay feels like classic platformers, but with a cool twist. Rusty can transform parts of his body to get new abilities. You can change his legs to bounce higher, his arms to grab distant objects, or his head to scan for hidden paths. The game has a beautiful hand-drawn style that looks like a children's book come to life, with bright colors and cute characters. Each level has a different theme based on seasons. Spring levels have growing plants you can use as platforms, while winter levels have slippery ice and snow piles to jump into. There are lots of hidden collectibles that tell the story of what happened while Rusty was asleep.
Let's go.
Biomorph is a creepy but awesome action game where you can transform into the monsters you defeat. You play as a scientist who gets infected with a strange virus that lets them absorb the DNA of creatures they kill. The game is a mix of exploration and combat. You'll fight your way through a mysterious facility that's been overrun by mutated creatures. The coolest part is the transformation system. After defeating a monster, you can take on their form and use their unique abilities. Some forms let you climb walls, others let you breathe underwater, and some give you powerful attack moves. You'll need to switch between different forms to solve puzzles and reach new areas. The combat feels great with dodging, parrying, and combo attacks that change depending on which form you're using. The game has a creepy atmosphere with dark corridors and eerie sounds, but it's more about tension than jump scares. Citizen Sleeper 2 Starward Vector is a story-rich RPG where your choices really matter. You play as a sleeper, a digital consciousness in a mechanical body who has escaped from the corporation that owns them. The game works like a mix between a visual novel and a board game. Each day you roll digital dice and assign them to different actions like working jobs, building relationships, or investigating mysteries. Higher dice rolls give better results, but sometimes you have to work with what you get. The story takes place on a fleet of ships traveling through space, with each ship having its own community and problems to solve. What makes this game special is how your choices affect the story. Helping one group might upset another, and the game remembers your decisions throughout. Your sleeper body slowly breaks down over time, so you need to find ways to repair yourself while also working toward your goals. Ender Magnolia. Bloom in the Mist is a gorgeous action-adventure game with a unique soul-catching system. You play as Lilac, a young girl with the power to capture and use the souls of defeated enemies. The game takes place in a beautiful but dangerous world covered in poisonous mist, where Lilac must find a way to purify the land. The gameplay combines smooth sword combat with the ability to release captured souls to perform special attacks. Fire souls can burn obstacles, water souls can grow plants to climb on, and wind souls can help you glide across gaps. As you explore the hand-painted world, you'll find new equipment that changes how you play, like a hookshot that lets you zip to distant points, or boots that let you walk on walls briefly. The game has a day-night cycle where different enemies appear depending on the time, and the mist gets thicker at night, making exploration more dangerous. Xenoblade Chronicles X. Definitive Edition brings the epic sci-fi RPG to Switch with improved graphics and quality of life updates. The story follows humanity after Earth is destroyed, with the survivors crash landing on an alien planet called Mira. You create your own character who joins Blade, a group tasked with exploring the planet and finding a missing part of their ship. What makes this game amazing is the massive open world. You can run, jump, and swim across 5 huge continents filled with alien creatures ranging from tiny bugs to massive dinosaur-like beasts. The combat happens in real time, where you auto-attack while positioning yourself to use special abilities with cooldown timers. About 30 hours in, you get access to skells, giant mechs that transform into vehicles, letting you drive, fly, and fight in them. The game features tons of side quests that develop the world and characters, and many have multiple outcomes based on your choices. Suikoden 1 and 2 HD Remaster brings two of the greatest RPGs ever made to Switch with beautiful updated graphics. Both games tell epic stories about war, friendship, and destiny, where you play as heroes caught in the middle of large-scale conflicts. What makes these games special is the 108 Stars of Destiny system. In each game, you can recruit up to 108 different characters to join your cause. These characters don't just join your battle party. Many help by opening shops, upgrading your headquarters, or providing useful services. The combat is turn-based with 6 party members instead of the usual 4, and there are epic army battles where you command large forces in strategic conflicts. The HD Remaster adds gorgeous new background art, redesigned character portraits, and improved sound effects while keeping the original gameplay intact. New quality of life features include an auto battle option, fast forward function, and a helpful marker that shows which characters you've already recruited. The games are connected, with your choices in the first game affecting certain events in the second, and you can transfer your saved data between them. The 100 Line, Last Defense Academy is a gripping tactical RPG and visual novel hybrid where you play as Takumi Sumino, a seemingly ordinary student suddenly drafted into a surreal battle for survival. Alongside 14 other students, you're enrolled in the mysterious Last Defense Academy, where your mission is to protect the school for 100 days from terrifying invaders using a supernatural power known as Hemoanima. The game masterfully blends turn-based strategy with branching story paths, giving you the freedom to forge relationships, train abilities, and shape a narrative that can unfold in over 100 different ways. With stylized anime visuals by Rui Komatsuzaki and an atmospheric soundtrack by Masafumi Takada, it delivers an emotionally charged experience that constantly asks you to weigh your choices carefully. It's a unique blend of tense tactical combat and psychological storytelling that fans of games like Danganronpa and Fire Emblem will absolutely want to check out.
各メンバーのスキルを使って敵を効率的に殺しまくる。ボルテージが 100% 以上溜まったら必殺技で広範囲を一気殲滅。
And there you have it, the top 20 best new games on Nintendo Switch in 2025. From fighting games to RPGs and everything in between, it's been an amazing year for Switch owners. Which of these games are you most excited to try? Let me know in the comments below. And if you think I missed any awesome new Switch games, tell me about those too. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to SwitchTop for more Nintendo Switch content. Until next time.